toast to their career.
The perfect combination, boy.
Hemp hard, legends in the South.
This is sports fans' only home for the hottest sports show around. These guys are on fire.
You're now listening to KJ and Shawn Mack. Now let's talk some damn sports.
Welcome back to Sports Fans Only, and this is the Top 10 series with your host, KJ, and my boy, Shawn Matt. What's the deal, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing real well. How you doing, Kay?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. And as you guys all know, we've been advertising over the last few days. We have Eldridge Recasner. This is actually his second time on the show. Clap it up for him, Shawn.
Will do. Nice to have you. So good. So good.
So how you doing, brother? How's everything going on in your world?
I'm good, man. Everything is good. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Can't complain. Let's see here. You want to get into some finals talk, Shawn?
Yeah, let's hop right into it. Now, look, the last game, Milwaukee went in Phoenix, and they got up 3-2. They came back from 16 down, if I'm not mistaken. Now, that was huge. That was a huge play by Holiday, huge play by Giannis. Could have made some of those free throws. But my question to you, going back to Milwaukee, do you think Phoenix can actually muster up any strength to actually pull out a Game 6 and force a Game 7 back at their home?
Yeah, I think they can. I actually thought, well, I didn't think, but I wanted Phoenix to win this series because of Monty Williams. You know, I like to see the black head coach get a championship. But I think the key for Phoenix is Chris Paul. You know, Drew Holiday's just done a fantastic job on him the last couple games, so he hasn't been able to get into his groove offensively. I don't know if it's all just Holiday's defense or the fact that he's 36 years old and Father Time is just catching up with him. But I don't see Phoenix winning Game 6 unless Chris Paul plays well.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Now, just off the cuff question, it just came to my mind. Looking at Giannis in his free throw shooting, do you really think it's something that he can work on? I know we talked about this with Shaq. We talked about this with many players that are great players, but they can't hit free throws. Is it something he can work on, or is it all in his mind?
No, I think it's something that he can work on. I mean, he's not a Shaq guy. I mean, Giannis is 6'11". Shaq was just huge, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 7'1", whatever, 300 and something pounds, huge hands. I think the problem for most big guys is their hands are so big. It'd be like us trying to, shooting a grapefruit or something. You know what I mean? Or a big softball or something like that. So I think that's part of the problem. But he can knock down threes every now and then, and if he can do that, he can get better at the free throw line. I think a lot of it is probably mentally as well, because the free throw line for a lot of guys, man, I don't know if you guys remember Nick Anderson, when he played with Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Great player, great shooter, but just couldn't make the free throws. A friend of mine in Atlanta named Ken Norman, they called him Snake. Snake was a great player. Used to bet $25 a shot in practice and make 25 in a row, and come game time, he couldn't make them. So I think a lot of it is mental for guys like Giannis. Shaq, just hands were huge, but I think Giannis is probably more of a mental thing.
Now, real quick question. I wanted to ask you. Now, I know Harden. I don't know if you know. I'm pretty sure you know. Harden and the Greek Freak, they had a little beef going on there for a little bit in the media, and Harden alluded to that. The Greek Freak really doesn't have much skill. He's more of a physical specimen. My question to you is, do you think most NBA players feel that way? Do they think it's more of a physical thing with him, or do you think it's people recognize his greatness as far as his basketball skill?
Yeah, I don't know what they think, but it don't matter because they sure the hell can't stop him. I think he's highly skilled, man. You don't see a guy at 6'11" that can handle the rock like that and get to the basket like he can. Yeah, he can't shoot the jumper that well. He struggles at the free throw line, but I'll be damned if you can stop him from getting to the basket. He's probably the best I've seen in open court getting to the cup, and he's 6'11", which is pretty amazing, man. At first, I was like, yeah, he ain't all that. But the more I watch him, I'm like, well, damn, they can't stop him from getting to the cup. And when you make it all the way to the finals, I don't see what the criticism is, because just think about if he can get a jump shot and make his free throws, then it's really a wrap. You really ain't going to be able to mess with him.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder – go ahead, Shawn. Go ahead.
Just the last question on the finals. Who you got?
I want to see Phoenix win. but I think they didn't put themselves in a tough situation now. Like I said, I'm not a real big Chris Paul fan as a person. I've met him a couple times, and I'm not a real Chris Paul fan in that sense. But I do respect the fact that he's been in the league for 16 years. This is his first time making it to the finals. He's one of the most competitive guys I've seen, man. Pound for pound, inch for inch, he's one of the toughest guys I think that's ever played in the NBA. And of course, like I said, I'm a Monty Williams fan. Devin Booker is actually the son of a friend of mine named Melvin Booker, who I played with the Houston Rockets.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
pulling for Melvin and his son Devin as well. But I just think
that was his.
Milwaukee is going to be tough, man. I think they're going to be tough to beat. Giannis is a problem. Chris Middleton, he's like the dude that live around the corner from you or something. He doesn't really look like an NBA superstar, but he's putting in work.
Yeah.
And then Drew Holiday. I think if Drew Holiday could just score a little bit better with the way he plays D,
Yeah.
I just don't really see Phoenix beating them, even though I want Phoenix to win.
All right.
Ooh, okay. All right. Now, since we're talking a little NBA, who was your hardest, like the person when you went into a game, who was the person that you most did not want to face outside of Michael Jordan?
It was the guards that had handles and that had shakes. The Allen Iversons, the Tim Hardaways,
Okay.
cats like that, man. You just you don't want to get embarrassed with your mom watching. And it's another guy that I didn't want to play against. You guys are probably gonna laugh, but Muggsy Bogues, man. I did not want to play against Muggsy because
Oh, wow.
he was all up underneath your dribble, and it just was hard to bring the rock up against him because he was so good defensively because he was so small and so quick. But it's the guys that had handles that gave me problems. The Reggie Millers, Ray Allens, Dale Currys, the great shooters. I didn't mind guarding them because that's what I did, so I knew how to play them.
Yeah.
But when a cat got shakes and can put you on skates, man, that's the ones that are tough to guard. Yeah.
Cool. So we wanted to play a little over-under game that we like to play here on Sports Fans Only.
I like
So,
to preface by saying I have no idea what he's gonna ask, and I don't know the answers at all. So shoot away. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. I pulled up all your career highs in the regular season and in the playoffs. So I'm gonna read these off real quick. So Shawn, you know how over under works. I'm gonna give you a number. You say over. I say over under, and we go from there. So let me just pull this up real quick. Of course, this wants to act stupid. All right, here we go. We're going to go with the NBA regular season career highs first. So I'm going to go with minutes played, over, under. These are minutes played, the most he played in one game during the regular season.
Okay.
So over, under 40 minutes during a regular season game.
Over.
Over, and what would your number be?
44.
44. Eldridge, what do you know what's your career high in regular season?
I have no idea.
All right.
I honestly have no idea.
All right, so Shawn, you were right on the over, but it was instead of 44, it was 47 minutes against the Supersonics, and that was February 3rd, 1996. And we're going to get a few of those games. That must have been a big game. Oh, you remember that?
That's the year. I don't remember the particular game, but that's the year the Sonics made it to the finals. And I had 3 great games against them that year. I think I had 21 and 11 one game, 16 and 12. Yeah, I played well against them, but I did not play when we made the playoffs, which kind of sucked. And we got swept. And the Sonics went on to play the Bulls for the championship. Yep.
That's crazy. Was Peyton guarding you most of those games, or?
Yep, me and Gary was going at it. Yeah, I was trying to give him the business because Gary had a lot of guys scared, man. But we played against each other in college, so it wasn't a big deal for me.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, over under on points for a regular season game. Shawn, I'm gonna throw out 24. Over under.
Over.
Over. And what would you say?
29.
29. Nope, you're off. Eldridge, you know.
I know that one. That was 27, and that should have been against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay, definitely against the Bucks. They have 26, but 26, 27. They might have it wrong. That was on March 31st, 1999. I
remember that game.
I was telling Shawn, you're definitely going to probably remember this one because I know shorter guards remember their rebounds. But over under on rebounds, his career high for the regular season. I'm going to throw out 7.
Come on, man, 7.
I'm gonna go.
Damn, Shawn better go over on that.
Over, and I'm gonna give him 11.
Oh, you got it. 11 Oh, yep, you got it. That was against the Supersonics.
Against the Sonics. Yep. I remember that one.
All right, assist. Over under. I'm gonna throw out 15.
I'm gonna go under only because we've been trending over, and I'm gonna go with 13.
Nope.
Ooh.
What would you say, Eldridge?
Oh man. I'm gonna guess 11.
No, both off by 1, 12. And that was against the Golden State Warriors. That was January 7th, 1998.
I got
Let's
lucky
see.
that game.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on, going with steals. We're going to go with steals over under. I'm going to say 5.
Under. Give him 6.
That's over.
Eldridge?
I'm going with 3. I'm going under. I wasn't no great steals guy. If I got 5, man, someone must have just bounced my way or something.
Well, some must have bounced your way that game because you had 4, and that was against Minnesota Timberwolves. That was April 5th, 1998.
Cool.
Oh wow, okay.
Yep. Let's see here. Let's go with defensive rebounds. Kind of like the total rebounds, but this game you was going crazy on the boards. Well, I kind of gave it away. But anyway, over under, I'm gonna go 12.
Oh wow, over. No, can't be because you said
I know.
under.
Just trying to throw you off.
All right, about to say, trying to test my skills there.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Defensive boards though for that game, for that season, for his career high. I'm sorry.
13.
No, it can't be that. Anyway, I kind of messed you up. It was 9 defensive rebounds, and that was
same game.
You did that twice actually. Sonics, and the last time you did it was against the Washington Wizards, and that was January 9th, 1998.
Cool.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go to NBA playoff, the career highs in the playoffs. Minutes played over under 30. Shawn?
Under 28.
Eldridge?
Yeah, I'm gonna say under. I don't think I've ever played more than 30 in a playoff, but I might have. We played the Bulls. I might have played more than 30. I don't know. I'll say under though.
Under? Okay, it was 26 minutes against the Charlotte Hornets, and that was in 1988. Okay. That's when you was a young pup. That was April 20. Yeah, 1988. Most points in a playoff game. Over under 20.
Over. Probably that Chicago game.
And what would you say his points were?
22.
22. Eldridge?
No, it's definitely under. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't 20. I don't think I ever got over 20 in the playoffs.
Same game. You had the most minutes played. That was against the Hornets, and you had 12. Let's see. Rebounds over under 6. Shawn?
Under 4.
Got it. 4. Assists over under 10 in the playoffs.
Under. I give him 9.5.
4. That was against the Hornets. The previous one was against the Pistons.
The minutes got cut big time in the playoffs.
And we're gonna go over under steals 4. Shawn?
Under.
Under.
2.
What do you say, Eldridge?
I say under.
Yeah, he got it. It's 2. All right, that wraps it up. A little fun little game we like to play on here. So moving on from there, we wanted to go to your top 5. Now, since you were a little guy always going into the paint against the big men, what is your top 5 big men of all time?
Top 5 big men. Oh yeah, that's easy. I would say, you talking about guys I played against or just period?
Just period. In your opinion, top 5.
Yeah. I think the top 5. I think you got to say Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Hakeem Olajuwon. Is that 4?
That's 4. Yeah, one more.
Yeah. Who am I missing? Because Shaq's not in my top 5. Bill Russell, Kareem, Wilt, Dream. I'm missing somebody. For sure, that's my top 4. I don't.
That's your top 4.
Blank on
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I'm drawing a blank on the 5th guy.
Now this leads me to this. I'm about to tell you, but this leads me to the point. The reason why I asked you this is because this leads me to. So I know you know Guy's son Kenji, Shawn's cousin.
Yeah, Kenji. He know Kenji.
Yeah, he know Kenji. So anyway, we were having a discussion in the group chat, and I was just doing a lot of research on Wilt Chamberlain and what a great athlete he was and how dominant he was. So I come into the chat room and I'm saying, yo, if he played in today's era, Wilt would dominate. He would definitely be the best center. And Kenji.
No. You said dominate.
Dominant.
Yeah.
And Kenji proceeds to say that he doesn't think that Wilt Chamberlain would average more than 12 points and 10 rebounds. And your cousin Shawn co-signed that.
I said he would not dominate the game.
Okay. All right. Well, so you didn't say the nonsense with the points.
No.
But would Wilt Chamberlain dominate? I'm going to let you go
ahead.
Hell
yeah. Yeah. The man averaged 50 points and 38 rebounds a game for an entire season. Look, I don't think people understand this. Wilt was cocky. He was arrogant. He was boning everybody, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of them were non-black women. So I just think they didn't want to give him the pub that he deserved, man. But you average 50 points for a season and 30. I ain't never scored 50 points in a game in my life.
Yeah.
He did it for every damn night.
Now, what do you say to
38
the
rebounds?
What do you say to the oh, go ahead, Shawn.
No, but doesn't the error matter in who he was playing
Hell
against?
no, it's a soft era now. You were getting the hell beat out you back then. Now like you can't even touch nobody.
Wait,
he probably would average 50 again.
I think you prefaced it. Yeah, Keith, you actually said the 90s.
No, I said me and Kenji was saying, he was saying, because remember I was comparing, I was like, if Clint Capella could average 17 points a game, how could not Wilt average? I said 25, but I think I was being generous.
I was like the Patrick Ewings, the Shaqs, the young Hakeem Olajuwons, even Ralph Sampson back when I was like he wouldn't have been dominating. I don't think.
I completely disagree. And do you disagree as well?
Oh, he would have ate their ass like a shrimp po' boy. Come on, man. He would have tore them up, man. I mean, I don't think greatness has an era. You look at guys and people don't really understand how good Oscar Robertson was. People don't understand how good Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Wilt was phenomenal, man. He was a track athlete. He played with the Harlem Globetrotters. Let me tell you this. Wilt one year played all 48 minutes in 81 out of 82 games. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
All 48 minutes. In 81 out of 82 games that year, he averaged 50. And the only reason he didn't play 48 in 82nd game was because he got disqualified. He got kicked out. And that's the only reason. Wilt was a beast, man. Nothing to do with the era.
Did you know that he never fouled out ever?
And that's another thing. Never fouled out of a game. Just think about that. I mean, that's how cold he was, man. He was cold.
Okay.
On my flag, he would not dominate. He would be nice, but one of my points was he didn't really even dominate his era.
What? He averaged 50 points a game. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about them.
What you wanted to do?
Them championships,
Well, hell, the Celtics had all the players. Come on. One man can't win a team. One man don't win no championships.
And there was no free agency as well. So nobody was going
to. You go down the list of Hall of Famers, and damn near all of them were Boston in that era. They had 9 teams in the league back then, Shawn.
Yeah.
Wilt didn't have the help.
Yeah.
Wilt didn't have the help that Bill Russell had.
Yeah.
I'll take Wilt over Bill Russell any day of the week, but maybe with the exception of defense.
Yeah.
I think Russell's probably the greatest defensive player of all time, but Wilt was a beast, man.
So
anybody that think he wouldn't dominate today is tripping.
So you can make the argument that somebody can make the argument that he's the greatest player of all time. I know everybody says Jordan, but right.
There's 4 guys in the conversation for me. It's Wilt Chamberlain, it's Oscar Robertson, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it's Michael Jordan. Everybody else, I played with Hakeem Olajuwon. He was a bad dude, but he wasn't at their level. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I say that sincerely. I think Kareem was just amazing, man. I mean, 3 national championships in college, championships in the NBA, played all that time, But those guys are really, I think, better than everybody else. So, I love Magic and Bird, but I don't think they were better than those guys.
Yeah, Kareem don't get
Mike to me was just a beast on offense and defense, man. Yeah. And he had swag, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And he played in an era where everybody could see him. Nobody really saw Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson averaged a damn triple-double for his first 6 seasons in the league. Are you kidding me? I ain't never had a triple-double in my life, not even on the playground.
That's crazy. And he played during those rules in that era where you could be physical. Unlike Russell Westbrook, I'm not taking anything away from him, but it was a different era, I think more so in Oscar Robertson's favor. There might not have been as many teams, but the physicality of the game to me was way – so it was harder to get a triple-double, you know what I mean?
100%.
And it was harder to make the league because it wasn't as many teams. It was tough to make the league, man.
Yeah. Well, you want to wrap it up, Shawn?
I don't know. I feel like I could just keep going. This is like fun.
Definitely. I know you put the time cap
keep going,
on.
Man. It's all good.
How about this? Well, let's see. What could we talk about right fast? I still want to talk about that.
Let's talk about Shawn's trip and talk about Wilt Chamberlain with dominance.
Yeah, I love it.
Put that bottle down, boy.
Shawn and Kenji, they double teamed me. They made me feel like I was in the twilight zone for even thinking to say he would dominate right now. Y'all did.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Kareem would destroy today. Yeah, I think there's gonna be. I think somebody else big is gonna come back and play with their back to the basket in the paint and dominate again. I don't think this analytics basketball that we're seeing right now is gonna last.
Yeah.
If you watch Chris Paul, man, he takes the best shot available. The same thing with Devin Booker. They don't just settle for threes like a lot of teams do. I mean, if Hakeem Olajuwon was playing today, he would destroy the league. If Michael Jordan was playing today, he probably would average 45. And I'm not just saying that because I played against him, but the fact that you can't touch anybody. I mean, shit, Jordan was attacking the basket like his mother's life was on the damn line, man. So he would live at the free throw line now.
Now, there's one thing I've always wanted to say. Do you think Michael Jordan would still have the same mentality if he grew up? See, people like to say he would do that, but would he have the same mentality because growing up in this day and age, just like I say with LeBron, people say, oh, he wouldn't be able to, but he would have grew up back then. He would have went through all the hard times like those players did, possibly in the South. I heard Cleveland was really racist at one point.
Yeah.
My point is, would he have just been doing what Kobe did? I mean, would he have really have been? Because I'm just from the mentality standpoint, he wouldn't have had to been that hungry. He could have got a $100 million contract after his 4th year in the league.
That don't have nothing to do with it, man.
Yeah.
So you think that mentality? You think that mentality would have been there? Regardless?
I don't think it has anything to do with the era. I just think that some people got that mentality, like LeBron. LeBron could have played in the '90s. He just ain't that type of dude. He's a team. He gonna pass to me, you, or Shawn because we open with the damn game on the line. Mike ain't doing that.
That's true, but I was more or less like the AAU coaching where they coach you to shoot mad threes. They don't coach you to do all the stuff to Jordan. Would he have had the down low game?
You really think if you're the baddest dude on the planet, you worried about what the coach wants you to, how the coach wants you to play?
That's true.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I guess it's kind of hard to put his mentality.
Kobe had the chance.
But he was more arrogant. You know what I'm saying?
But look how hungry he was, and he had like the upbringing. He didn't need for nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that's the difference, guys. You got guys that if they get their money, they might relax and chill out. But Mike was the highest paid dude in the league, and he was still playing like he was trying to get a contract.
That's true.
Some people just different, man.
Yeah.
And he was one of the ones that were different. LeBron, as great as LeBron is, he's not a killer.
No.
He's just a nice guy. You know what I mean? That's
he's more of a point guard. He's more of a point guard to me. He's not that assassin shooting guard like Kobe and Jordan are.
No.
Exactly.
Would you say he's more like Magic?
I think he's a combination. To me, he's a perfect mix of Magic Johnson and Julius Erving, man. He's got hops and stuff like Doc.
Yeah.
But he handles the rock. He's not as quite a good a passer as Magic.
Yeah.
But, he can pass the rock and he handles them. I just laugh when I see him listed as a small forward. When does he play small forward?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When does he play small forward?
Yeah.
He always handles the ball, you know?
Every team he's on, he's the primary ball handler all the time.
One more quick question. If the Suns lose, is Chris Paul going to the Lakers? You think, in your mind?
I don't think so.
I think he's going to stay there?
Phoenix. Yeah, I think he's got a good young group where he could be the mentor for those guys. He could be the leader because if he goes to the Lakers, guess what? He's taking the back seat to two cats.
Yeah, definitely is.
You know what I mean? And then the bigger issue is he ain't going to have the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Nope.
LeBron could talk all that we boys if we want, but it ain't like LeBron gonna give him the rock.
No.
LeBron wants to handle the ball, man. So I think Chris Paul stays where he is. I think mainly not because of Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, but because of Monty Williams. He played for Monty Williams in New Orleans.
Yeah.
He knows Monty's gonna let him do his thing without, looking over his shoulder. So I think he stays there. I don't know how much longer he plays. He's 36. And as a point guard, that's pretty damn old. But like I said, he's tough, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what else I like? You mentioned big men. I like Andre Ayton. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
He's a nice player, yeah.
He's supposed to do, but they don't run enough plays for him. He get a lot of dirty plays and, hustle plays. But when they run plays for him, he can score with his back to the goal.
Let me tell y'all something. I first saw DeAndre Ayton when he was going into the 9th grade. The NBA Retired Players Association was hosting a basketball clinic for kids in San Diego. It was for 10 to 14-year-old kids. And DeAndre Ayton and two other brothers walked in the gym, and I had to tell their coach, I said, well, this is for 10 to 14-year-olds. He's like, he is 14, L. He was 6'11" then.
Damn, 14.
And when I met him, I said, this dude gonna go to the league because he had handles, he could shoot the jumper, all that stuff. When he was damn near 7 foot at 14 years old, going into the 9th grade.
Benefit of growing up in this era. If you're a big man, you get the handles, and then you become a Durant.
He's from the Bahamas, though. He's not American. He's from the Bahamas. He grew up in the Bahamas. He didn't come here until like high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. This has been fun. They're actually telling us we have to go now. This is funny.
Yeah.
They're kicking you off because you say Wilt wasn't dominating this era. That's why I'm telling you, you gotta go.
Y'all gonna make me actually sit down, watch some more film, and say, but this is just like when my dad used to say, "Look, that Oscar Robertson was everything." He was like, Shawn,
Because he was.
Jordan went multiple championships for my dad to say, okay, Jordan's better than Oscar Robertson. I mean, it took a couple championships.
You're probably gonna get a call from your daddy. If you hear this one, he's gonna call you like, boy, what's wrong with you? That man ran a 4.4 in the 40. That's crazy. Bench press 500 pounds. That's just. Anyway,
he's an amazing athlete, man. Thank you guys for having me on, though, man. I appreciate it.
Clap it up one more time.
It was great. That was a pleasure. We have to do this again, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, anytime, fellas, anytime.
No problem. Have a good one, man. We'll see you later.
Y'all too. Take care.
Take care. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're still recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Eldridge Recasner. That was second time he was on the show. Really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That wraps up our top 10 series for the day. I'm quite sure he'll be on again, right, at some point.
Yeah, that was
He
fun.
seems to like it when he comes on. He seems to have a pretty good time. So as long as we have a good time on there, I'm going to enjoy watching this one. So anyway, you guys take care. This is KJ. That's Shawn Mack. This is Sports Fans Only.
And this is Sports Fans Only.
My bad. I messed it up.
You're bad. Bye.
My bad. Peace.